to the live today. Um, if I do say so myself, by the way, I don't have contacts in, so if I get all up in the camera, that is why. And the lighting is better because I forgot I bought this like clip-on, like really bright LED light, and I was like let me like try this out, just for like the live, and I really like the lighting. And her hair is down. If you guys can tell, I'm trying to like see what looks better. Um, I am feeling better. Feeling a little bit better. I so to go over today. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to like check. Um, okay. Before I start, I do want to say once again, thank you for everybody that watched or is currently watching or plans on watching yesterday's live. Like I said, I really needed people to talk to, and I just appreciate people like watching, people commenting, leaving likes on it, just like all the interactions with it. I truly do appreciate. Thank you so much. If you're wondering why my chest is shiny, I have Vicks Vapor Rub on there because I currently cannot breathe out of my nose. Hey, welcome to the live. I'm still under the weather. So I'm trying to just kind of fill it with like some lives just in case there isn't a video this week because, whew, what a day. And also to thank you guys for saying happy birthday to my dad. I did when I went to the hospital today. I did pass that along, and my mom says thank you guys for wishing him a happy birthday. Unfortunately, we didn't get to come home today. It won't be until like another 1 to 2 more days till we get to come home. So, thank you guys so much for all the well wishes and everything. I was just very emotional yesterday, just thinking about like everything and just like, wow, like it's like very like suddenly lonely, and it was just a lot going on. But I do feel a little better today. He is doing good. We're just waiting for like test results, but he's eating, and everything is cool. Um, so yeah, and I thank you for leaving the like. Hey, say hey, whoever the person is in here watching, leave a comment, say hey to your girl. And it's really hot today. And speaking of heat, I did not go to work today because I planned on it. I had on my like little work shirt and everything, and I got to the hospital to drop off like some food for my mom and to see my dad and everything, and I just got like really overwhelmed. I got really hot. And if you guys saw yesterday's live, if not, watch this after this live. But when I get like hot, I get very disoriented. I do have a history of passing out. Sorry, cleavage. When I get like too hot and everything. So I was sick, and I was like, I can't even make it to my car to go to work, which is like 5 minutes away. So I called in, and I hate that I did because that takes up like more of my points. I'm screaming, hey Kobe boo, hey. Hey, other two people that are in here, say hey. Yes, washing dishes in the kitchen. Low key, if you couldn't tell, by the way, everybody say hey to Kobe. I can't tell if Sam the Ham or if Justin Talks Puppets. If you guys don't know who that is, check out his channel. Love him. He is a very good person. But I can't tell if either of them are in here. If you are, say hey. But hey. But oh, what I was gonna say, I'm so sorry. The title of this live was literally inspired by Kobe. Like, tie your shoelaces and let's go trauma dumpster diving, okay? Um, oh, I am sick. Anyway, So yeah, it was inspired by Kobe. Love him. Kobe, if you go to my, I think my about, or if you just go to my descriptions of any of my accounts, if you have Instagram, please hit me up. Please message me, because like I literally want to be your friend. You seem like such a cool person. So like message me on Instagram, or on Snap, like let me know who it is, and like yeah, like let's be friends. Um I didn't want to get Gatorade from 7-Eleven because it was like real pricey. So I got the 7-Eleven brand, and it's guava flavor, and it truly is guava flavored. But I don't want to like bore you guys with talking about like my energy drinks. This is just help replenish electrolytes or whatever. Um Sorry, I'm trying to keep the ball rolling, but yeah, like I got like so sick, and I managed to make it home and everything, and I literally just need to like lay down. I don't know what I don't know what is going on, but I literally just have not, I just haven't been feeling good like this week. Like I don't know what's been going on. But I do the main trying to see who else, the other two people in here. Say hey, say what's up, say what's good. Um because when I say trauma dumping, there's a story that I'm gonna be honest, I've included in my videos, and I end up editing them out whenever I'm editing before I upload, because I'm not one to put too much like my own personal like beefs and dramas and stuff with like other people like out here on the internet like that. It don't get me wrong, there has been times where it's happened, um but one of them people really, two of them people really deserved it, honestly, but I never said names or anything. um but I do want to tell you guys, because I was thinking about it and I'm like, dang, like me saying sorry, I like mess with the ends of my hair. Anyway, if my pits aren't shaved, sorry. It's one of them weeks, girl. I don't know what to tell you. But like I said, it's a story that happened quite recently. Of course, I'm not gonna say names. Y'all know, but literally, unless you knew that I was almost basically like best friends with this person, you'd have no idea who I'm talking about. But I do want to tell y'all the story of um when somebody that I was very close friends with for almost 4 years. We had been friends for a cool minute, honestly. It was somebody that I did go to high school with, but because they were a grade above me, and also too, we were in very, when I say very different groups, I only saw her one time in high school. Um, and all I knew was that she hung out. She was just a popular kid. She was known for being pretty, and she's popular. Like that's literally it. Um, and so like literally like years later, we ended up being friends because we were both. She was just somewhat friends. I was very close friends with this one guy who, that story will be told at another point, just because it brings up a lot of old ish, it brings up a lot of old mess. That's a story that I personally feel like genuinely needs to be told, that is somebody that needs to be outed. But I don't know if it's my, if it's something I just want to do right now. But yeah, so we had started to become friends. And it's funny because the guy that I was dating at the time, my like most recent ex, I was in love with him. Literally, I was in love with this guy. It is not that he's a bad person. He's just very selfish. But before I went to the art school with the girl that ended up being a close friend of mine, my boyfriend at the time, this is back in like 2020, yeah, about like year 2020. I she used to go to school with him and his like group of friends, and you know, she already like kind of like knew him or whatever. And also keep in mind, like, she, let me give y'all the background on her actually. Hey girl, hey, or hey boy, hey. I kind of want to like change that. Hey people, hey. I'm gonna say that. That's more just like unisex. I'm so glad I brought this out here. Your girl is thirsty. But so anyway, why did it was speeding it up? So me and this girl ended up being very close friends. We ended up I don't want to get into like too much detail, but she had somebody that was a best friend of hers, longer than me and her had been friends. And my friend had gone through something very traumatic, something unfortunate, something just evil. Like I said, not gonna get into all the details because it's not my story to repeat, especially now since I no longer, that's somebody I just would rather never associate with again. She had just gone through something very, very heinous, and because I have experienced something adjacent, I was trying to be extreme, just as supportive as possible. Hey y'all, hey. You know, just trying to be positive and as supportive, because when I had experienced something adjacent, the 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 lack of support, I look back and I'm like, all y'all should really be ashamed for how you treated me during that time. That is a story. I don't know if I'm ever gonna tell that story on YouTube. I have no clue. That is something very, very, very personal. But anyway, so yeah, we did have a decent, pretty good friendship. We had a very clingy friendship, like best friends, up each other's booty hole type friendship. Because it's hard to explain, but if you guys know what the masking or the mimicking technique is for people that are anywhere on the spectrum at all, it's where it's literally you just kind of do like a copy paste. And I tend to do that a lot, especially when meeting somebody new. I kind of like, especially if it's like text, like for example, if I notice somebody doesn't really like cuss like that, I kind of like unconsciously like copy paste it to match them, to, excuse me, get along with them better, if that makes sense. Or if somebody more so uses like text language, I mean, it doesn't always happen, but you know, sometimes I might use text language more. Somebody that they respond a lot by like reactions to like stuff you send them, and I'm not like really big on reactions, but I like mimic that. So I basically was somewhat like mimicking her, and like I know y'all are like, who is this person? So to explain her, to explain this person, this is somebody that, keep in mind, I'm going to give you my perspective, and then I'm going to give you I'm going to switch it. I'm going to give you the general perspective, how peers that we both mutually know kind of viewed her, versus my perspective. Because I feel like, excuse me, that has a lot, that right there, that right there, that right there. That's the only song I really know by Summer Walker. But yeah, that right there is gonna explain like a lot. So, a lot of people just kind of like, she was just labeled as like stuck up popular, because she did grow up in like a really, not a really nice area. It's not like rich, but like middle class area. You know what I mean? Like shit. Like I didn't have no gated community. We lucky our gate even worked. You know. We just had very different we just had very different lives, like almost exactly opposite lives. Like, she was popular, grew up being told she was pretty and skinny and pretty and whoop 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 whoop. And then on the other end, you have me, who was bullied most of my life, constantly called ugly, constantly being made fun of because of my weight, being just awkward. Like, I honestly, growing up, from my memory, the only people that called me pretty were people from church, or like my mom or parents, or like family members. I was never, I'm telling y'all now, and some people don't believe me when I tell them this now, because y'all see how I done glowed up, and some people just don't like get it. But like, I was so far from being a pretty girl growing up, amongst peers. Like, I was always a little ugly girl with the glasses and braces, that's overweight off to the side and is awkward, like nobody likes, bullied, shy. Like, that was me, like in a whirlwind. And I say all of this just because it does have a lot to play in, because we came from two very different sides. That kind of added to some reasons we contrasted. Um, and when I say this, when I say somebody has an ego, I am very good about knowing the difference between confidence and an ego. This individual, this person, kept saying that she was just highly confident, but the perspective of others, and honestly, towards the end of the last 6, 7, maybe even 8 to 9 months of my friendship with this person, I was like, oh yeah, it is an ego. Because your ego, when you have an ego, if you are just one of those extremely cocky people, your ego speaks for you before you can even open your mouth. You know what I mean? And they just didn't get that. Hold on, let me take another drink, girl. So yeah, like, this person had an ego. It got to be very draining hearing about, one, this was a person that always put their opinions, they're always sharing their opinions. I don't like that. I don't like this. You're playing music in your car. I don't like that song. This, I don't really care for this artist, but blah 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 blah. And it's like, you just want to tell them to STFU, you know what I mean? Like, shut up. Like, your opinion does not matter that much to where you need to keep talking. Like, just, they thought so highly of themselves. It was just so, it was just so frustrating. Then constantly being reminded, and keep in mind, this whole time during this friendship, because I knew how they were perceived, me and the connection that we had, because I know I'm kind of being angry and negative about it, but I will say we did have a very good connection. We had a very supportive connection. It's just, it's just, when you're constantly being like reminded of that she grew up pretty and popular, and everybody always told her she was pretty, and how this person thought she was pretty, and this older guy thought that she had a vintage look and was pretty, and being constantly told that. And keep in mind, I almost kind of feel like I know how to do friendships, but I don't, because I mimic. So I was copying kind of what she was doing, to be like, okay, this is how like the friendship goes. So, for example, like, if she was so comfortable bringing up all these people that thought she was pretty and whoop 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 whatever, then, thank you for leaving the love, thank you. Oh, I'm dead. The little hearties, those are cute. Thank you. But I was like, okay, like it is more normal to just bring up, oh, like this some dude at the gas station like hit on me, whatever. Or this lady said I was pretty, because I wasn't thinking of it as like, I gotta see. Okay, that was all. Oh my goodness, sorry. Um, I wasn't like, I wasn't thinking, oh, I'm being told she's saying doing all this to like brag and put me down. She's just like sharing. Like I was thinking about it so genuinely because I I don't know if I thought or if I still do think her heart truly meant no harm. Right now I really don't know. But because she was comfortable doing it, I started mentioning it more. She would talk about her hair, and this was a huge thing. This was a hi third person, say hi. Say hey in the comments. But hair was such a thing. It ended up being the most ridiculous ooh, I'm about to cuss because it's just stupid. Like it's giving stupid and it's giving jealous low key. We'll get to that in a minute. But like literally like mimicking, like she would nitpick at me about something that I did or I said or whatever. And it made me feel like, okay, like we are comfortable bringing up issues we have with each other, no matter how small they are. That's the way my brain was interpreting it. But if I would, and keep in mind, if she brought something up to me, I would be irritated too. And I don't know if this is me. I don't know, because I can't really see outside my own perspective. But how I feel, I didn't get, on average, I didn't get as mad as she would when I bring stuff up to her versus when she brought stuff up to me. Like it was just a very, very, it was a very weird, I don't even know. It was such a restricting friendship. I don't know. It's so hard to explain it because literally so much has happened within that friendship. I know that things really started to take a toll when we had gone and there's this arcade bar that was like our spot. We was always up in there like swimwear. It was fun to like play the arcade games and like get a little drunk and eat like their little greasy pizza that they had in there, and then say like, my stomach hurts, I'm never eating this pizza again, and then we do it all over again 2 weeks later. I don't know why this is so good right now. Because the guava flavor has a punch. But we were in there and, we were a little lit and they had Smash Bros. And we were like, ooh, let's play. So we started playing. And these, I don't know if they're a couple or just friends, but they were like, hey, like, can we, like, join you? And, keynote, don't play Smash Bros with me if Yoshi is available, because people hate when I play as Yoshi. All I do is just swallow you and make eggs. That's all I do the whole game. I don't know how to do nothing else. But somehow I win like 8 times out of 10. But we were just like playing, having fun. And we were like, afterwards we were just like talking to the couple, and I hate repeating this story, mainly just because, oh hey other peoples, hi, join the fun, join the trauma dump. I'm telling a story, but I hate repeating it because I still believe that there truly was no harm. But when I say the ego kind of speaks for you, when you're just an arrogant person, it's speaks for you in a way. So we're talking to the couple, and then I like overhear her tell them like, yeah, like I was popular in high school and she wasn't, but we still ended up being friends. And my unpopularity, my school bullying, like my whole school experience, that is my trauma. That's just nothing to bring up lightly. And keep in mind, like, we were a little lit. We had been like drinking a little crossfade a little bit or whatever. So, and I know how things can just slip out of your mouth, which is why I initially forgave them for saying that, but at my heart didn't forgive them. Because to me, that was like it wasn't like oh wow, you're saying that to Downey. I didn't think about it like that, but it was just like, you still, and I get, that's how she saw me at first, because we knew each other. I mean, we went to the same school, but it's just like, oh wow, like no matter how much I've glowed up, no matter how much I've changed, no matter how different I feel, I'm still perceived as an unpopular little girl from high school. Because it was just said right then and there. And I was very heartbroken. And I'm still, like, it still upsets me that was even said. And like I said, like, we did, like, talk about it, because I was really, like, upset that she had even said that. I'm taking these off. These cause, like, the worst little rings on my wrist. Let me adjust. Okay. And, we had talked about it, whatever. And when I say, like, I verbally forgave her, but my heart didn't forgive her, because we did have, like, instances where I was just being passive aggressive afterwards. I just wasn't fully being fair. Like, my heart had not forgiven her. And we did have a whole session where we talked about it, and I cried. And when I think about this moment now, it still makes me want to cry, because me just acting like that, just like wasn't cool. It just wasn't cool afterwards. That truly isn't my character. Like, my emotions had taken over. Like I said, my heart had not forgiven him. So that's what was speaking for me. I was just on defense, you know what I mean? And so, we had, like, patched that up, and then it was just something every few weeks. It seemed like something was going on. And the next biggest thing that I can remember right now from and, like, oh my goodness, Kobe, because we are going to, like, get there. Because between me and this person, I was not confident. Their confidence, if ate mine, yours, and hers all together. You know what I mean? And, like, I don't know. It's just very hard. And honestly, as somebody that I'm not insecure, but I'm not just overly confident, and like, I am, like, confident. Like I said, I'm very proud of my evolution as a person. The fact that I'm at a point to where it's like, oh wow, like, I like that I know how I like to, like, style myself and how I like to look. And, like, I love like that within myself. But, like, and this is also another thing too, because pink was their favorite color. It's a color I don't mind. I'm not as obsessed with it anymore. And I will say too, when we had like the majority of our friendship. I was very, very, very into the neutrals, but I still kind of like pink. But it was, I felt as if I couldn't wear too much pink because she would start feeling some type of way, in a way. I don't know. I don't know. It was just this friendship. But next biggest thing I remember happening was about hair. So, and for those, I know not all my followers, and I want to like change that phrasing, like followers to, I don't know, maybe just like friends. I don't know. I'm still like working on like a name for you guys. Um, but you know, like I'll say subscribers for now. That I guess that's neutral. Viewers, I don't know. But I know not all any people that watch me and enjoy my content. I know not everybody is of like black heritage, whether that's like American black, any country, you know. But I mention that just because what I'm about to talk about is honestly, it is specifically like a black community issue. And I don't want that to deter you guys from leaving the live or anything. If anything, I feel like it's it's just interesting to know, learn about other like things about different cultures. If it's not your culture, you know what I mean. But there was a whole hair thing. So this person is like a quarter, she's mainly black but like a quarter white. If you just looked at her, and her hair is just like, and not to be like, oh, it's like more like typically like black hair, but but between like me and her, like when I'm trying to figure out how to like phrase it, not so I don't go into like the numbers and letters that most people don't freaking know about, like hair pattern and hair curl pattern or whatever. But she just had like way more like kinkier, curlier hair than I do. And she was a quarter white. Me, I, from my knowledge and my research on my family, what I know about my family, because I know my family, the native in me, the percentage is so small, like she don't even exist. Because my grandmother wasn't even like fully native. She had like a percentage, so by the time it got down to me, like be gone. But in my family, something, whatever native gene, I guess, Native American characteristic just like stuck within like my family. So it's common in my family, like there are a lot of my family members that do have longer hair. Like I might have mentioned it before in some of my videos, I don't know if I have, but literally the longest parts of this is like weave. Like this is like my hair, like literally, like I my, like it's just like common in my family for people to have like longer hair, people's hair curl pattern, texture, whatever, to just be like looser curls, high cheekbones, like just like the eye shape. Well, not everybody got the eye shape, but I'm gonna be honest. But I think I just got that from my grandma. Rest in peace, my grandma. I lost my grandma last November. So, you know, I think about her sometimes. But but yeah, like it's just that's just kind of like what it is in my family. And it is a very weird issue in my community of, in order to have looser hair texture, hair curls, or longer hair, you have to be mixed with something. That's like this mythological legend that people have been carrying around, and that is not true. Because if you know your history, you know that there's people outside of America, black people outside of America, people in different African countries, some people in not the Caribbean, but in like the islanders, you can be a black person and have long hair. You can. And also too, because my mom was really good about taking care of my hair, that attributed to it too. Oh, it's just one. Okay, Kobe, it's just you and me. Um um I'm screaming. Did I scare everybody away? Um but and like my experience, I have trauma with my own community and the way they just react to me and my hair, because I am not mixed, and I have the hair of somebody that would be mixed or is mixed, and it just like baffles people for whatever reason. So I have trauma with other like black girls being extremely mean to me, being bullied for my hair, not being accepted, because and it all came back to jealousy. They and when I say this, like, I'm not trying to be like they're jealous of me, like, no, but me knowing how some people can be in my community, it all boiled down to jealousy. That because like I said, hair is a very sensitive thing, so the natural hair on your head being perceived or whatever, being easier to just looser, being more conventionally attractive or whatever, perceived by the world as conventionally attractive, they felt some type of way, especially since I'm not mixed. It's like, okay, so what's so good about you that you can have this hair but not anybody else? That was how a lot of people felt. And I still to this day, I have people try me about my hair and try to at my one coworker at work I was talking about yesterday, because that was one of her issues. She really felt some type of way because she is half Hispanic, half black, and I am not, and we have very different hair textures, and she felt some type of way. But yeah, and because I have trauma with it, when I meet other like people in my community like me, I get excited, and I do overshare. I do overshare when I have a really close friend. I do. And oh my goodness, I've been almost on here for almost like an hour. Kobe, it's just you and me. I'm waiting for more of your commentary because I am interested. But I overshare, and when I had gone to visit like my bio fam in Colorado last year, like, it was just because I don't really run into too many people in my community like me. I get excited when I do. So like being around like these other people in my community that their hair is just longer and like looser curls, and they're just like, and it's just normal, like nobody's questioning them about it, no, but they're just living their lives and regular. Like, I did kind of like go overboard with oversharing and like hyper fixating on it and constantly talking about it to this friend, because it was making me feel less like an outsider in a way. And next thing you know is like I'm being told like they didn't want to hear me talk about my hair anymore because it's giving texturous, which means like loose. It means like you have the mind state of looser curls are better or whatever than tighter curls. I don't know. I'm still like annoyed that I was even like told that, because whatever. But it became like a whole issue, and I was like, I don't. As many things about her ego, the many times I wanted to tell her to, girl, shut up, I don't care, you bragging about this makes me feel, I never brought up anything of that, but something about that being like just shut down about it. um and like anybody I tell like that story to, they're like, she was starting to like feel jealous and feel some type of way. And me in the future now, I'm kind of like, if you feel some type of way, you feel some type of way. Like, low key, cry me a river. This is the hair on my head. I've been going. I am unlearning my own trauma with my hair, just as whatever. Like, ooh, let me drink my Gatorade. I'm screaming, washing dishes, cooking chicken. I'm glad you're still in the live and hanging out with me. But that right there, after that, our friendship only lasted a few more months, because I remember getting nitpicked about, I got really sick one day, and we had plans, and I let them know like ahead of time, like, ooh, like I don't know if I'm gonna make it. And they got upset with me because I didn't try to reschedule. And keep in mind, like, this is somebody that be getting sick too. Like we knew, we just know how it is. It's like, if we can't make it, like, it's kind of like automatically we know that we're gonna reschedule. I was just really sick and didn't even feel like saying anything to anybody. I just let them know, like, hey, I won't be able to make these plans. Like, I really don't feel good. And time I got home, I was out. I was out like a light. Like, I did not feel good. And being like, and then getting them getting upset with me because I didn't try to like say, I didn't say, well, like, let's like reschedule for this day or anything. And on top of that, because I didn't get the same grace that I would give them. That was a huge, huge, huge thing. And so that was an issue. And so our birthdays were a month apart. Theirs was in December, mine is in January. I had planned, I was working on something big for my birthday this year. I wanted to do like a hotel game night. And there's a whole story about that, honestly. But I wanted to do the hotel game night. And I just, because I was low-key like slow playing plans the week of her birthday. And she is very like, my birthday is about me. My birthday month is all about me. Everything's about me, about me, about me, about me. It's all about me. She's one of those people. If we're being honest. But we'll say, I know not everything is about me, but everything is about you. And long story short is like, because they were helping me plan out my birthday, they already had everything planned for their birthday. So it's like, ooh, like, there's only a few weeks between our birthdays, so I need to like get the ball rolling. So I was trying to like talk about like ideas with them, because they said they'd help me plan it. And then at work, I was like reminded, like, hey, like, are you gonna like text everybody, let them know like what the plan is for your birthday? And I was like, ooh, I need to do that now so people can have their money to get ready. Not thinking, I'm like, I need to do this right now. I just had like a mass text in the group, just like in general. She flipped out on me, and this is the end of our friendship right here. She flipped out on me. I get called selfish. I'm being called, and don't get me wrong, I know I've been talking about her this whole time, but there have been times in that friendship where I done fumbled. It's crazy that somebody can be smart but lack common sense like 6 to 7 out of 10 times, i.e. me. Because when I hyper focus, I guess that comes off as like selfish to people, and it's something that takes time to unlearn for me. Once she brought up an issue, it needs to be fixed like that. She was just one of those people. And certain things just need to be unlearned. So she took me doing the mass text as like trying to take away from her birthday, and I'm just like a really selfish person, and she can't deal with me anymore. And she just doesn't want to be friends anymore, and whoop 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 whoop. This is like a few days before her birthday. And so, and every single time, like, I honestly felt like there was nothing I could do but just apologize and try to explain. And that's what I did, is like, I did apologize, because I kind of get how, I don't know, empty-headed that was to do. I don't know, because I still don't get the difference if you already have everything for your birthday. Like, you have nothing left planned. We're just waiting for the day to come. Like, I don't see what's so wrong with me on the side trying to get my birthday together as well. And I, like, told her, like, I was just, like, hyper-focusing. She didn't care. She doesn't want to hear it. She feels like it's just excuses, which also irritates me and definitely let me know. And this is somebody that said she wanted to work with autistic and children on the spectrum. And it's like, girl, you can't even be friends with somebody that's on the spectrum. So you definitely don't need to be working with children that are on the spectrum, baby. Not you. Like, stick to your little... Oh, now I'm just mad and hi guys. Now I'm just like mad and like running my mouth. But it just like infuriates me sometimes, but yeah, and so I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, the gift that I bought for, I showed it, take that back to Walmart. I did not, I was over it, I was done. And afterwards, and then too, before she even responded to me, she had already unfriended me and made a post about me on Facebook. And it's like, I really thought we had more respect for each other than that, because I would never do that to you. So somebody doing something that I would never do to them is definitely a final straw. And I was like, I never want to be around you again. And so here we are, 5-6 months later. Hi guys. Oh, well, hi the two people, Kobe and whoever else is in here. Sorry, but like, looking back at it, honestly, my life has, even though it's gotten a little more boring. Also too, she ended up being close back best friends with the girl that was her best friend and wasn't being supportive and was being a bad friend to her. She became back best friends with that person around the time that me and her had like fell out. So, which is fine, because I'm like, go, y'all deserve each other. I don't want either of y'all's energy. Nada. Also too, I do want to point this out, is, and this is, I know there's like a lighter skin tone versus darker skin tone issue in all like ethnic communities. But she was a light skinned girl that didn't want to admit, that would try to fight so hard to say that she was just a light brown, because she really, and talked about it, how she didn't want to be light skinned, she wanted to be brown. Like, there was even a time where she said like she would want to be like around my shade of like brown. So I feel like that has like a little bit to like do with it too. Like I said, anybody I tell this story is like, she ended up being like kind of like jealous of you. Which, I'm like skipping details, y'all. Oh, sorry, I'm burping. Ew. But, somebody that we also went to school with, that I am a lot closer friends with now. You know, she ended up telling me, and it's not the first person. I do have a couple other friends that had told me that they just didn't like this girl that I was friends with. Or when they met her, it's like, yeah, like she's all right, she's cool, but just I don't like fully care to be around her like that. And yeah, but this friend was like, I didn't like her, but the fact that she told me that the fact that somebody with an open and honest heart like me was able to maintain the friendship with her, with somebody like that. She was like, well, maybe I have this person all wrong. But like she did not like her. And honestly, I guess because people are being honest with me about things now, there have been quite a choking on the truth, okay? Choking on the truth. There have been a few more people that have come out to me telling me that they were surprised that I was friends with her, or just admitting that they just didn't like her or care for her. They just kind of put up with her or try to be positive mindseted with her because of me, which I think is like low-key crazy. Also too, what I was gonna say is, months later, like I said, like, what, 6 months, 7 months later, now, when I look back, one, I definitely think that friendship taught me that that taught me to open my mouth more. I was definitely, because of the reaction, to me, the reactions would just be a bit extreme and scare me from bringing up anything to her most of the time. So that taught me to like not let anybody intimidate me, even though she wasn't intimidating me, but just like not to be afraid to speak my mind and like truly say what I gotta say. And also too, it taught me, because maybe like when that hair issue happened, that was like 3-4 months. No, that was like 2-3 months before the friendship ended. Right then and there, I felt me die. I felt my friendship with her just die on the inside just a little bit. And somebody that I'm really good friends with, I remember, I would just like talk to, like, get advice and talk to him about everything that would happen with her. And, and like, I remember one day he was like, do you even like her? And I was like, she's a really supportive friend. And she was a very supportive person. She was the only person to come see me when I was admitted to the hospital. I mean, minus like my parents, but okay, I lied. There was somebody else that I was friends with, but we had to stop being friends just because like I felt very disrespected by how something was like handled. That's a whole other issue, but that friend had came to get me from the hospital. But like, and then we had fun times together. Like, we did everything together, like pull up, hang out, smoke, like let's go to here, let's go out to eat, let's go do this. Like we was always active. Like that's one thing I do miss, is I miss having like the hangout friend, like that. But when you feel that in your heart that you are starting to not really care for somebody anymore, you're starting not to like somebody anymore, you're seeing somebody differently, I think it's very important that you don't try to cover it up with lies, don't try to cover it up. Hi, second person. Don't try to cover it up with try to make excuses for the person because of how much love you have for them. You really got to be honest with yourself, because when I think about it, it's like, girl, you could have ended that friendship then and saved a lot of trouble for myself later on, honestly. I could have been healing since October instead of since December, you know what I mean? It's just very, very important to be honest with how you feel about certain things, changes in relationships, you know, when you think about how you're being treated, everything, you know. Um, so, like I said, like when I just like look back and think about, oh my goodness, hi second person, it is 12:11 in the morning. That's wild. That's cray cray, but kind of in a good way. Um, like, and then afterwards, like I just blocked them on everything. Everything, because I'd never want to see you again. Never want to see you again. I don't give a how you're doing. I still have love, because unfortunately not anymore. But she also had a kitty son, and our kitty sons were cousins. And I still have love for her mom and everything. Her mom is a beautiful soul, but I just had to block on everything. And honestly, ever since then, I might have gotten maybe a squeesh bit lonely, because I got used to the hangout on a regular basis dynamic. But the peace I have had since that friendship has ended, the way I feel inevitably not inevitably, but just the way I feel, so I don't know. I feel like limitless. Like I feel like I can truly be me and be myself. And the way that I have like peace, like I don't know, like, and then just the fact that the way things have just happened, like I started like traveling, you know, in the beginnings, we're in the beginnings, very very beginnings, but like there's just been good things that have happened, and the peace that I feel now is like I'm glad that was definitely the right decision. Whoever ended the friendship, I consider it a little more mutual, just because I didn't try to argue. When she was like, I don't want to be friends anymore. I didn't argue. I was like, we really don't, because we get into it too much. I'm good as well. That's why I consider it mutual. Because I was done, son. I was done after that. Because it's like I'm tired of being nitpicked, TF apart. Oh, I was about to say something, but that wasn't nice. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that either, but I'm just thinking about somebody had made a comment one time, because like some of my friends at work, not friends but co-workers, knew about like the situation with her. And one, that she's older than me and she gives me like really good advice. I'm screaming, not me being messy. I mean, they're blocked. It's not like they're ever gonna see it, and if they do, I don't know what I made up. I ain't made up nothing. I'm literally sharing the story and sharing my perspective. Like I don't care. Like they can paint the picture like however they want. You're a villain in somebody's story. You know what I mean? But my coworker was just like, what does this girl like look like? And so I just showed them a picture that because me and her would take pictures together. I showed them, my coworker, a picture of me and her together. And this is why I don't want to make the comment, because or share the comment, because I know it's going to come off as like, girl, you're just trying to like seem like you're better than her. Like, no, it partly is me being petty, but I'm just being like honest. And I feel like it also adds to another point that I want to get to, but I showed her the picture and she was like this is a girl that's acting like that. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, I know what her problem is. And I just had like a feeling, and she was like, yeah, she was like, she feels some type of way about you. She was like, you're prettier than her. And I'm one of those people, we are friends. One, I don't like being told I'm prettier than somebody else. If you want to say I'm pretty, just say I'm pretty. Like, don't involve other people, because like I don't compare myself to other people and like prettiness like that. Especially if we're friends. But it's still like, because me and like my other guy friend talk about this every now and then, but like I still don't get, and a couple other people have like told me that too, and I, to this day, I'm like, I don't get it, because she had all the like high confidence, and you know what I mean, like she was the one to more likely be, I guess, like noticed if we're out together. I really don't know. Like, it makes me uncomfortable even thinking about that, because I really don't compare my beauty with my friend's beauty. Because if we friends, we both cute, and I'm not concerned about who's prettier or who will this dude look at me more than her. Like, I'm not one of those people. I do not care. If anything, I'm rude to dudes in public. No, I'm not rude, but depending on how you approach me, I can be a little, but, like, I just don't, I'm just dismissive, but I'm just not that kind of person, you know what I mean? So, I think it's just, I don't really know the in commentary for that. I just think it's very interesting, because I still don't see that perspective other people, I guess, see. I really don't know, and I'm not trying to say that like, oh, I don't think I'm as pretty as her, or anything, like, not even like in comparison, just like literally in my own lane. I do think I'm pretty. I do, like I said like before, like I do think I'm cute, like the way that I'm looking right now, even though I have no makeup, like my hair is not styled. I'm wearing this tank top. I'm sick. Like, I have Vicks Vapor Rub halfway, like, all over my face. Excuse me, you know. Like, but I do feel like I am fairly confident in, like, my looks. Just, like, in my own lane type way. You know what I mean? But I just think that's, like, interesting. Okay, Kobe, I done spilled the comment. Are you happy? I hope you're happy. But, like, I don't know, just, like, the freedom I have felt since then, and I've just been coming across more people that we're friend acquaintances, you know, but, like, other people that more so, I guess, kind of align with me, maybe. Like, I'm meeting more people that have, like, some of my niche interests. I know I stay bringing them up. He's probably sick of me. He probably thinks like I'm like the crazy fan. I'm not the crazy fan. I'm just a very supportive. Like, if I FWY, if I mess with you hard, you're gonna get all the love and support from me, like, for real. But Justin Talks Puppets here on YouTube and on Instagram, he is somebody that, honestly, I was very surprised. That was somebody, I guess, I made an unexpected connection with this year. And I definitely appreciate it, but I'm using him as an example, but I'm starting to just run into people and make connections with people that, you know, align with me a little bit more. I made friends with this girl that she's also like a bad girly, and she likes the little like luxurious experiences, and, you know, like, she's the one talking about a yacht at the end of the summer. Like, you know, it's just really like nice to be able to feel free to make connections with other people, and seeing different types of people in the world, and seeing who I can have in my life that more so aligns with me, and how I am, you know what I mean? Oh my goodness, I keep like pulling out hair. I need to take I'm screaming, please. I hate that he's not in this live. Like, I started the live a little bit later to hopefully he can like jump in. Please tell him that, like, literally, like, blow him up with love. I have so much appreciation for Justin, like a lot of appreciation. And it's cool because he's like only a year older than me, so it's really cool being able to talk to somebody that like we share nostalgic like snacks and like nostalgic stuff like that might have been unlocked like in our deepest darkest like memories from like childhood and stuff. He shared something with me a while ago and I just saw it again on Instagram Explorer. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. But I feel like I heard something. Okay, are we about to take a mini journey through my house? Just because it is past midnight, so. What are you doing, sir? Y'all, my cat. I feel like it was probably just him acting ridiculous. I'm gonna just lock my doors. Oh well, they're already locked. Okay. Actually, do you guys want to meet my baby son? Baby son. Baby son. He don't want to come out from under the table. Well, maybe, hold on. Let me like, I'm an old person with technology. Please excuse me. And please excuse my kitchen and the mess. That's my baby son. Okay. He had his 2 seconds of fame. But I am one of those cat people that will try to include him in everything. I will try to include my cat in anything and everything. I love my son like a lot. But but anyway, but yeah, oh my goodness, this is all over the place. I thought I heard a noise and no break-ins, please. No break-ins, por favor. Also, too, if you guys didn't know, and maybe if you guys did know, I'm not fluent in Spanish. I'm, like, relatively intermediate. But in my brain, I say certain things in Spanish, and then when I don't ever, like, say them out loud because I get, like, embarrassed. Thank you. That is my baby son. That is mi mijo. But I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah. But I'm just like making connections with other like people. And then too, I really do want to connect with more YouTubers that we have similar like channels or similar interests. Just because, like, it's cool to, like, talk to other, like, content creators. Oh, my goodness. My ear is, like, starting to, like, hurt. Like, right there. Like, I don't know, like, I mentioned it briefly yesterday in yesterday's live, but I'll, like, talk about it again. But I know, like, half the people hate when their favorite like creators like talk about or start making merch. Some people love it, some people hate it. I personally feel like if you make merch that is something people would want to just buy just in general, then I'm like all here for it. Or sometimes like I'm not always opposed to just like a shirt with like your logo on it, you know what I mean? But like for me, I don't want to do a shirt that just says like Keisha K on it, like that, because people gonna be like, who is that? You know what I mean? And I mean, yeah, you could like tell them, but like that's just not like conventional. That's not that's just not like, you know, what I like want to do. I really want to do keychains. I really want to make keychains. Really want to make keychains that have that say "do all the good things that you do" on it. So that way, like, it's just like a cute little neutral saying. I don't know. I feel like it's very cute. Got this. Is this a bug? I don't know what that was. It might have been a bug. I don't know. But I think that would be like just like really fun with like a really cool font. I really want to try to make as gender neutral merch as possible. Of course I want to make some for the girls and then the girls and then the boys. You know, I want to make like merch for like everybody, but I want to have a good amount of just like gender non-specific things, just because like inclusivity, you know what I mean? Like not everybody is going to like I buy the men's graphic t-shirts from Target. Like not everybody is going to like the girl design. Some people are going to like designs that are like a little more masculine and vice versa. Like it's all like personal taste, so I want to give options for whatever like the personal taste is, you know. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to read comments. This is so crazy. I've been on live for over an hour. That is wild. I'm literally trying to give Justin time. No, I exited out of my own live. Sorry. I was going to. I'm trying to like see if I got any like messages or anything. But yeah, like I just want to make like just like something people would want just like in general. And I said I was gonna try to work on it after I've like hit 1K, or after I've like get like monetized and everything. I don't want to. I don't know. I'm trying to like figure out how to like phrase it. Like my goal for YouTube isn't, oh, like I'm only here to make money. Like I've been on YouTube way too long, way too damn long. So I mean, yeah, like it would be cool to like turn it into like an income, of course. Like I want to be able to just make my own, be my own like creative producer in a way, you know what I mean, and just like do my own creative stuff, and being able to like be funded for it and have the money to do it, and you know, just make it like my actual career and everything. But like I don't know, there's a little businesswoman inside of me that when hopefully when I get to like bigger numbers one day, maybe, I don't know why, but I really want to start my own like line of something, like how I think it's Mariah Elizabeth has her own like surprise boxes. I would love to do that. Excuse me. Excusez-moi. I would love to do that. And me, because not to be like a zodiac sign person, but like your girl's a Capricorn, so I feel like I know how to do other people's job better than them. But I already know. I'm sorry, I'm still like sick, but I feel like I know how I'd want to somewhat like go about it. Like I would want it to be, oh, like surprise, like you'd have to like watch my channel to know. Like I want it to be like just for like people in general, people that just like those surprise boxes, that are actually like really cute or actually very collectible and have like a theme and like good packaging. Like I would love, I can't wait till I get to the point to where I can hire freelance excuse me, individual artists. Like I support, I'm gonna spill this, I support my freelance artists very, very hard. One of my good friends is a freelance artist. He also is employed by like a company, but he is an artist. Somebody that I was very close to for most of my life is slash was, I don't know, we haven't spoken in a few years, was a freelance horror artist. Like, I support my art community people. I really, really do. So I would love to be able to get to a point where I can afford to pay somebody to me make like a font for like the keychain, you know what I mean? Or like make like the box art, and you know what I mean? Like I want to put individual people on like really, really, really hard. Like I really want to give them like opportunities. I'm screaming, is it just me and Kobe? Nope, it is just me, girl. It is just me. So yeah, I sorry, my hair is like driving me crazy. But yeah, you guys, sorry, I'm like I can't see contacts, but like I just have a lot of ideas. I'm screaming, I'm dead. It says nobody is in here. That's wild. That makes no sense. Oh my goodness. Come on, YouTube. Let's get it together. Because I was really about to say, well, everybody left. I'm about to go eat the other half of my Subway and dip. But you're still here. I don't know why it's saying nobody's in here, but I don't know. But yeah, like just let me know like some ideas that you guys have just for like the future and everything, you know. Like I don't know. I really feel like I have something different to offer. Especially in like the content creator world. So I'm just excited to like see my own potential and see my own growth. That is so crazy. Kobe, are you still here? Why does it say nobody's in here? That's wild. That makes no sense. Oh my goodness. That is so crazy. Sorry, I'm like scrolling comments. That is so wild. Okay, hi Kobe. Kobe, if you are still here, say hey again. And now it says somebody's in here, but I can't tell. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, like I don't know, I just feel like I have like new ideas to offer. I'm just excited to see where I go because my dream is just working in entertainment. I've always wanted to work in entertainment, whether that's modeling, doing commercials, working in film. I'm even interested in doing like going into like wardrobe maybe. I'm dead. Hi. I don't know, like film, not film specifically, but just like the entertainment world is like where my heart be. I'm not gonna lie though, your girl is getting a little tired. I was trying to give Justin some time to pop in. I'm dead. We can't carry the light. Period. I need to stop saying that. I'm saying period way too much. But it is getting a little late, and I don't have to wake up early, but I don't know. We'll see if I feel better tomorrow. Hopefully my stomach just all the pain is gone. I hope all the pain dips out of my stomach. I hope I am not hurting at all anymore. I don't want to throw up. I'm not about to pass out or anything. So I hate that I'm getting kind of tired. Ooh, and my phone battery is getting like real low too, so I'm so sad, but I do want to say, Kobe, thank you, and everybody else that watched this and will watch this in the future, because this will be just like a video on my channel. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys just talking to me, interacting with me. I do want to do more lives, just because I'm big on being personable. It's a goal of mine to respond to every comment, or a good majority of comments that I do get on any of my videos. Side note, fun fact about me, if you didn't know, when Periscope was the live streaming app for Twitter. I had a Periscope at one point in time, and when I hit 10K, I got banned because I was wearing a tank top, and I guess it was just too much like boobage going on. I don't know, but like I got like banned as soon as like I hit 10K basically. But I love like live streaming. Like that was like that was my life. Like I still have like one person, or one of the people still followed me, but I had to block him because like he was getting like scary and kind of crazy. But I do have like one person I know that still follows me from when I was like 21 years old, in my like apartment, lonely and sad, and like eating McDonald's, smoking, and like crying about like life. That was my Periscope account, and people just ate it up, I guess. But yeah, but anyway, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. Aw. Aw, thank you. You're so sweet. I appreciate that. Let me know if you guys really do like me doing lives, and I can try to do a live once a week. This week is just more than one just because of everything going on. But I do enjoy doing them. I just don't want to do it like overkill. Just because, yeah, I cannot breathe out of my nose. It's time for me to go to bed, eat my sandwich, and go to bed. I was going to smoke again, but I'm just going to go to bed. So, thank you guys so much for joining my live. Thank you for all the sweet comments. Thank you just for viewing and watching and just, like, interacting with me and literally just listening to me talk about, like, trauma dumpster diving or whatever. Like I said, I don't know if there will be a video Friday, because tomorrow's my only day to film, and I really hope I don't get sick, because if I am, filming is going to be really hard. But we will see. If anything, I'll come up with something. I won't leave y'all hanging. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Also too, a look into the Rainbow High, or the Rainbow High canceled video. That video is about to hit 10K. Thank you guys so much. I'm like screaming, it's about to hit 10K. So like, share that video if you guys have doll community friends, or if you're in an online doll community, share that video. It's so close to 10K, like I can smell it. Please share that video so we can hit like 10K, so I can make like a yay post about it. Like, thank you guys so much for like watching my videos. Like, I'm glad people really enjoy my videos. But hi, second person that's in here. I'm so sorry, but I'm getting ready to head to bed. But this video will be up tomorrow, so you'll be able to catch up on everything that, I talked about and stuff. And check out my other videos and everything. But once again, thank you guys so much. I'm holding y'all up. I gotta go to bed. Y'all that probably gotta go to bed. Thank you guys so much again. I hope everybody has a good day. I hope everybody has a good night. And let's get through the rest of this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Like, you don't even know. Like, you guys mean so much to me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Good night.